It's the weekend, it's Mailbag. I am joined this week by John, Ian and Dave. On this week's show, we've got anger, new players, Everton Women, deadline disappointments, co-commentators, Winter Olympics, European football, Mandelson, cold, rigouts, pettiness, bad players and loads more. Before we kick off though, if you want any Everton clobber like this, if you're watching on YouTube, go to forevereverton.co.uk, put in the code BlueRoom20 and you'll get 20% off.
And this as well.
Oh, hold on.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. John sporting a nice one there as well. So, yeah, it's good clobber. Very good T-shirt.
I would like to add, though, as a caveat, I paid for mine.
And I paid for mine as well.
Yeah.
I did get mine for free, which is a perk of the job. But, you know, I did buy one each for my dad and the kids.
Have you declared it, though, Les? To the,
What's that?
Have you declared it to the Blue Room standards?
I haven't. No, I've just outed myself, to be honest. So, yeah, we'll see what heavy sanctions Dave comes down with.
We don't want to know.
We don't want to know.
Different podcast.
A trip to the leather
shop.
Standards.
You mean there's standards?
Standards. We do have a standards charter apparently, but no one's read it yet.
Right, yeah.
If you are watching on YouTube, please do give us a like, subscribe, and a comment. And if you've got a spare $5 a month lying around, go and join the Patreon because you get everything ad free, including this, and you get a couple of extra podcasts as well. And if you are listening on Patreon, please do go and subscribe over on YouTube because it's free and does no harm and it helps us. Right, let's get going with one I missed from Liam last week. What's the angriest you've ever been coming out of Goodison Park? Be it at Everton, referees, opposition players. What's the one game that still makes you incandescent with that boo energy? Southampton 2 years ago for him. It could only be us. John.
Chelsea at home in 2002. Remember the Gronkyard game where they beat us 3-1, but we were actually really competitive. And Unsworth got sent off for fighting with Gronkyard, but Gronkyard didn't. Ida Johnson was doing all kinds of cheating. And I think that's the angriest I've ever been.
Yeah.
Like, we knew Chelsea were better than us because, you know, they were on that verge of just turning over, weren't they? They were Ranieri leading to Mourinho. But
yeah,
that game, I can't remember who the ref was, but that was a nightmare of a game from the referee. Everything went to them. And, like, Gronkyard was throwing punches basically with Unsworth, but only Unsworth got sent off.
Standard.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to Google who the ref was now because I'm that angry now after thinking about it that I want to give him some abuse.
While you do that, I'll go on to Ian.
Angriest I've been in a long time would have been when we got beat 4-1 off Newcastle. When the last 10 minutes they just took the piss.
Was that when Isak?
That was when he walked down the line. When he walked the ball along the line and just angry, obviously, whether he's like been up from here and just we played well. I think they scored. I think Callum Wilson scored. I think they went 1-0 and we weren't too bad.
Wilson always scores.
Definitely. And we weren't too bad, and then all of a sudden we just capitulated, and you just thought. And I remember listening to post match the next day, and I think it might have been you and Matt. I can't remember now, and I think you were pretty much resigned to say like, I think we've gone.
I was going to say that was another one of those games last season where it's like, oh, we're definitely down now. That's it. We're cooked.
Yeah.
That's a shout. John, did you get his name?
Eddie Woolstenholme. So, you know.
Kenneth's lad.
Lad, yeah. And they think it's all over. And his refereeing career basically was because he was hardly ever seen again.
Dave, you're a very measured, calm and controlled man, but when have you been like incandescent, as Liam said?
I think it was quite recently, actually, 2022, Everton 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. The goal scored by someone who may have heard of called Connor Cody, who allegedly played for us for a season or so. Under the flailing stewardship of Frank Lampard Jr. And it was in that period where the penny dropped for me that he didn't have a effing clue what he was doing as a manager, and there was that run of games, around that period where we just couldn't get a break at home at all, and we seemed to be scrabbling draws away. and they were just hopeless. They
Yeah.
Everton were absolutely hopeless. And where I used to sit in Goodison, there was a lovely guy and his kids. They were from Preston, and he was he could sense blood in the water when the manager was in trouble before anybody else I've ever stood next to in my life. And he was going absolutely batshit at Lampard. And we were close enough where he would have, if he'd wanted to, he'd have been able to have heard it. And he was just going, "You're a fraud, Lampard, you're a fraud." and you don't know what you're doing, Frank. You don't know what you're doing. And all that was kind of like Emperor's New Clothes, you know. And all of a sudden, everyone was like, "He's right. He doesn't know what he doesn't know what he was doing." And so that was,
Was that?
That was I was fuming, as I believe the locals say.
So that was when they were bottom, wasn't it? I think Wolves were bottom. They came and turned us over. Is that the one Liam's talking about as well? When Southampton turned up and they were bottom and they turned us over as well, and then we got.
Yeah, that was
a different one?
No, I think that was that same season. Was that when Ward-Prowse scored for Southampton? That one.
That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, and then we went to.
That was 2-1, wasn't it?
Twice in a week. Yeah.
Is that when
big Tony Gord?
Yeah.
That was the game, wasn't it? When they went after Tony Gordon's car.
Wasn't that his only ever win as Southampton manager as well?
I think it might have been actually. Yeah.
I think he won one game, and that was against us.
I think it was his only ever away game.
Yeah.
He's been gone too long.
Yeah. Casey Jones.
Nathan Jones on it.
Yeah.
You got 480s fellas on here. We all get that one then.
Another quick one: the 1-1 draw against Man United, the last home game before COVID. The Calvert-Lewin deflected goal, and there's no way Sigurdsson's in front of the goalkeeper's eye line there.
Even worse, the 2-2 against Man United.
Oh,
yeah,
beautiful day as well.
To be fair though, Ian, when you're talking about De Gea, have you seen how close De Gea's eyes are together? Anything's obstructing his view, isn't it? So,
yeah, I think my immediate thoughts for this one turned to like Brentford, but I wasn't angry. I wasn't disappointed. It was just like, of course.
Here's Everton.
Yeah, basically. So I think for me, apart from maybe that Man United 2-2 where I was raging, got to go back a while. It's got to be the McAllister derby. I don't think I've ever. Sorry to pull at that thread, everyone, but I don't think I've ever been angrier after a game.
Liam's getting that Burrows image ready now.
Yes, Liam's tapping the David Burrows in the pink.
Yeah, but another shout out was remember that P2 against West Ham when we got beat on Martinez as the dying embers of Martinez. Yeah, for Lukaku.
Yeah, just see the game out, lads. And the ass comes on like he's run round the corner for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Did what you call it? I'm sure Morales got sent off the game, didn't he?
17 minutes.
Because
and we missed a pen to make it 3-0.
Yes, we did.
If I remember rightly, Nolan was in the referee's face. Every challenge was made by an Everton player. I mean, right in his face. And I've always
he needs a sander in his face.
Sorry, Noble. Sorry.
Yeah.
Noble. I get them mixed up. Yeah. One's Scouse, one's a Cockney. One's got a market stall, hasn't he? With one of those little money pouches belts.
Iron mash for blood.
And the other one doesn't treat his nan well.
Right. We'll move on to some hot chat from Foxy now. He said, after very positive comments from Moyes on George in today's press conference, I can't believe we've actually got a strike force now called George and Barry. But anyway, how many games will he leave him on the bench before starting? So,
you mean Barry George?
Barry George, yeah. Moyes' comments were, Tyreek George is settling in fine. He's had a few days of training and is an exciting young player. When asked where he wants to play, 20-year-old in his side, he can play off the left, off the right. He's played as a centre forward as well, which gives me options if I need it. But predominantly, I see him on the left or right. He's quite comfortable on either side. So, basically, given what happened to Jet Hills McNeil last week, he should be straight in, shouldn't he? On the left
100%.
or on the right, depending on where you play and die. I reckon he'll come on 75 minutes.
Yeah, because we've got to take into account Moyes' tax, basically.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, even looking at that as well, he's a Chelsea player going down to play his first game for Everton against Fulham. It's like, come on.
Who we nearly moved to in August.
Oh, did he? Yeah.
Yeah, that move fell through at the last minute on deadline day last year because one of the Chelsea strikers got injured.
Well, you just start him then, don't you?
Yeah, it's fate.
Yeah, all day. So what, John, you agree about 75 minutes?
79. Come on.
79.
Yeah, after warming him up for 14 minutes and then leaving him on the side of the pitch for a further 4, so he's freezing. And then he does his hammy in the first, after that on 83.
Yeah. You reckon he'll do that thing where he says, right, get your bib off, and then he stands there without his bib on, and he goes, no, put your bib back on, and he goes and sits down again?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Definitely. Ian, what do you reckon? Any more positivity, or are you going with like...
I'm starting him. I want to start him.
I'm
starting him. Yeah. Get him in. It's not as if he hasn't played. He's played in the Conference League for Chelsea. He's played in the Premier League. So, you know, it's not as if he's not Premier League ready. Get him on. So even if he doesn't do well, take him off at half time and replace him. But we need to see what he's like.
Yeah. Well, he is match fit, as they like to say. He played on January 28th against Napoli away. So he's been playing for Chelsea in Europe this season. So, Dave, what do you reckon?
Well, sentimental FC that we are, after McNeil's misses' post on Instagram, I suspect McNeil will start out of sympathy, and I can see Mr. George coming on like Grealish did against Leeds first game of the season. Pop him on between 70 and 75. Unless we're 2-0 down, he'll probably come on at half time. But that's how I see things.
Yeah, I agree. That's definitely going to happen. Right. More hot soccer chat now from Newbie Blue on Blue Sky. His question is, what's next for Everton's women's team? Will we likely... Sorry, I should have read this before. Will we likely, as a first, start to see a better display from a side that's been mind-numbingly boring? So, for context, for anyone who hasn't seen any Everton Women this season, they basically got a sort of a pseudo Roberto Martinez type manager who just wants to pass it around the back. They had a really good summer transfer window by all accounts, got some really exciting players in, and then the manager just stifled the life out of the team and basically was just happy for them to play it across the back, bore the life out of everyone, and they suddenly find themselves second bottom now, I think. So we started the season with a 4-1 win over Liverpool and then finished his Everton career with a win over Aston Villa at home last week. Anyone got any thoughts on this?
I think because of his stubbornness, he had to go listen, because I was listening to Pete talk the other day, and he said he's had 100 games as Everton manager, and you can judge him now after 100 games, and he just wouldn't change his tactics. The name escapes us. I should have really looked up this, but there was a young lass who played against West Brom the other night. She's an Everton season ticket holder. She had a great game. I don't know what
is he Hobson?
It might have been her. She had a hell of a game. I think she got player of the match, and next game she's on the bench. So if he's died on his own sword, really, if he's not willing to change it. A bit like Amarin at Man United.
I mean, to be fair, that just sounds like how the first team have been run for the last few years anyway. So at least we're consistent across the brand, aren't we?
I think, and I put this on Twitter the other day, I saw him stood on the touchline in like proper faded denims. Now, as anyone who knows, I'm not a fan of touchline denim. It was started off by Jesse Marsh, I think, when he was at Leeds and he was stood there in touchline denim. I think Amarim did that as well. But, I mean, they were relatively smart or black denims. This was proper, like, skinny fit to the point where you found like it's a big lump in your pocket denim with a pair of Nike. And I was like, mate, you can't stand on the touchline like that. Get rid.
I think I said he looked like somebody who comes around your door and he's Ford Capri selling videos, renting videos from for £2. I've got this new. Can you get it? I've got you some posters as well.
Got this new one for the kids. Got Freddy Krueger in it. Cracking kids film. Dave, any thoughts on Sorensen getting the boot?
I think if it'd not been for the fact that he'd won the games at Anfield, I think he'd have been long gone. Yeah, I think he's been dining out on winning at Anfield, and rightly so. It's a rare. I know, absolutely, yeah. And he's done it 3 seasons on the bounce. It's a bit of a rarity, but yeah, you shouldn't. It's a result. It's a results business, Saint, as Jimmy Greaves would say. And
it was like, when did Dirty Den do football?
yeah. And he's the lack of ruthlessness in the women's game has meant that he's probably had about 30 more games than he would have done if it had been the men's Premier League. So. Yeah, see you later, mate. Let's get someone in who knows what they're doing, because obviously it's a big project for the owners, and it seems such a shame for Goodison Park to be subject to such dire performances. I mean, after all, Frank Lampard's not the manager anymore.
I was going to say, it's never seen them before, has it?
Yeah.
Listening to Peter speaking so eloquently the other day and so passionately as well, I'd give him the job.
Give Pete the job. John, what do you reckon? Peter Mack for the job?
Peter Mack for the job.
Yeah.
You've heard it first here.
He looks like a football manager.
I'm seeing that,
Yeah.
I could see it. And he's a fellow who would not wear tucks lying down.
No.
Do you reckon Peter be a trackie or a suit man?
I reckon he'd be a sheepskin, 70s Malcolm Allison style.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Peter Mack in a
sheepskin over a bright blue Adidas, a bright blue Umbro Everton trackie from the 70s.
Yeah.
And a pair of slip-on shoes.
Yeah, like Bob Stokoe in the 73 Cup final.
Definitely. You'll have to do a mock-up, Les, of Pete in a sheepskin coat. And
gonna have to be Pete. The world needs to see it. Ian, do you want to move on to your question?
Yeah, I know you haven't got the ticket, bro. I remember doing it this morning. And
I know I'm missing the ticket tape.
I know. Do you know what? I didn't have time. I was putting the questions down, and it got to like 4:20, so I didn't have time to do it.
Is it time to scrap the transfer window in January?
It's a good question. John, let's come to you first on this.
Yeah. No. Who cares? No. Keep the deadline, but just get rid of all the fucking crap that goes on with it. Transfer deadline day, 18-hour special. I don't care whether Louis Barry is going on loan from Aston Villa to Stockport. No one cares. Louis Barry barely cares himself when he goes there for his 13th loan spell. Just do it like it used to be. Get CFAX back for the day, and you see if your team signs someone.
Yeah.
Or the way you'd find out the old Echo headlines on the vendors. And they'd have Everton sign new star, and you'd have to go and buy the Echo to find out who it was.
Peter Dane.
Yeah. Oh, what a player.
We'll come back to him later. Do you know what? I reckon scrap it and just have it. Did it used to be like March or something where you
the last Thursday in March?
Yeah, just do something like that so you can't sign someone for the running.
Yeah.
I reckon. I'm not fussed on the transfer window thing because it just totally skews everything, doesn't it? I mean, it would be terrible to lose a good player like randomly in November or something or February. But I just think it bunches everything up, and I'm just sick of like things like the McNeil thing happening.
Yeah,
like it's get rid. Just do it like it used to be. God, this is becoming like an 80s dart podcast, this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dave, what do you reckon?
It's immensely tedious, and nothing exciting seems to happen anymore in it. The most exciting thing was the fact that Dwight McNeil didn't sign for Crystal Palace, and everyone's calling Steve Parish a shithouse, which is absolutely fantastic, by the way, and something I completely endorse. A man with that haircut, and I know I'm not blessed follicular, but a man with that haircut.
Don't you think he's a bit Donald Trump? I think if you got away with that blow dry and that comb over, I think you'd see he looked like there'd be a struggle there to cover. I think it's architecturally brilliant, but I think it's all style and no substance. I think it's a bit like candy floss.
It's like suspension bridge level of engineering, isn't it?
up until the point, John, that I see evidence to the contrary, I will fully get on board with that.
Yeah, I think it's like candy floss. I think stick that near water and it's gone.
Tinderbox, honestly.
Yeah.
Anyone smokes near that, his head's on fire.
Yeah.
Thing is, as well,
I
if we don't,
bet he drinks Huel as well.
Yeah.
If we don't change the transfer window, it needs to close before the start of the season. A week before the start of the season. None of this getting into nearly September and you played 5 or 6 games and you could lose a play from there. Week before the season starts, if you can't do your business from the beginning of June till then, there's something up.
Yeah, but they did that and it was shit. Remember, everyone complains about it because the managers complain because you don't know what's happening. You know, it allows them to change the shape a little bit early on when you see how they're looking. But when they did it that year and we ended up signing a Wobie, remember? No, that's bad karma, I think, Ian. I kind of agree with you if we hadn't signed a Wobie.
Put it this way, 20 years ago, nobody gave a shit about transfer deadline day. Sky, yellow ties, Jim White, they've just made it just the circus that it is for me.
I know. I agree with you there. But I just think all the heat's gone out of it. What, the last 3 January transfer windows hasn't been much to talk about, really, has there?
No.
Nationally, I think
not just January, all of them.
Yeah, I agree. I'd get rid of it. I think it'd be hilarious to lose your best player in November, Les. Yeah. Obviously, unless it was Everton. But as I don't know who our best player is at the moment, you know, it's not a headache that I'm particularly concerned about.
And let's face it, it's gone downhill deadline day ever since Purple Dildo and Odin Wingy driving down. There's been nothing else. I mean, bit of a shout out to Riyad Mahrez, who spent the day cosplaying as Tom Hanks in the terminal. Remember, he's stuck in the airport all day. You know, but since then, it's just a constant. I mean, it's gone worse because Sky's estate agents have gone. And they've been replaced by a loads of posh boys who, Daddy, I want to be a football pundit, transfer guru, you know, Kaveh Solokol and what's that other one with the light bulb head? Darmasheth.
Darmashevsky,
yeah, it looks like Dalsum off Street Fighter.
They have a thing called the transfer show on a night time for an hour, and basically talk about Arsenal, Chelsea, just Cockney clubs,
and both of them going. Clubs. I've just had a text message from Arsene Wenger. No, you didn't. Stop lying.
That's the best when they check the phone.
Yeah. And you know, I mean, I hope one day it's in there and there's just like something that shouldn't be on there and he gets sacked.
They get the porn noise. Yeah.
That was like on Alan Partridge, wasn't it? When Roger Moore is at Chiswick Round.
I'd watch a transfer deadline day if Steve Coogan was doing it as Alan Partridge.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But a live one with actual transfers and he's talking about it, that would be. I might copyright that idea and phone him.
Yeah, get on to Steve Coogan. Definitely.
Yeah.
Right, we'll stick with deadline day and go to the hot topic. What's been your biggest deadline day disappointment, Ian?
Oh, biggest deadline day disappointment. Probably Smikalenko.
Is that every deadline day when he hasn't gone?
Yeah. No, just when he signed him, I watched him make his debut. We played Hull in the FA Cup and we went down a few of us. And it was just like some 12-year-old kid, like, what do I do here sort of thing. But as I've said in the past, he's done all right, but he's just not good enough for me now.
He's been on left back for 5 years now.
It's crazy.
It's
crazy.
There was a time when we had a proper conveyor belt of left backs, and I'm talking that young 16-year-old kid who fucked off and ended up playing for St Mirren or someone in the end.
Thierry
Small, yeah.
He's looking really good at Preston now, though, to be fair.
But that's it. Do you know what? That left back spot could have been his if him and his agent went massive gobshites. Yeah, we did, didn't we? We had a load of players coming through. Like, I thought Andy Robinson, obviously, he was never getting in because, like, Leighton Baines was there. So,
and his Twitter account was anti-Jedi, so no.
No. But, you know what?
I'm a Star Wars fan, but you can't have footballers but letting everyone know they're into Star Wars. That's just wrong.
I don't know. I just like the fact that there's a footballer who's into something culturally relevant like Star Wars.
30 years ago.
Yeah. Oh my God! The title of this is definitely the Old Man 80s podcast. Some derivative of that. So Mykolenko, John, what was yours?
Trying to think. Who we signed? When we signed Jeffers, I thought that was a real step back. And he was the first. That was the first proper transfer deadlines I remember in 03. Like it was like something like the 1st of September, the Tuesday, the Monday, and God, when we signed him back, I was just like, he's finished. No, I don't want him. He's only like 22 as well, but he was completely and utterly finished.
Yeah,
I think him. Yeah. So maybe him, or maybe, as Ian says, any deadline day when Mykolenko doesn't get sold.
Just on that, Dan had a great answer to this. March 98, when we brought Peter Beagrie back for the second time, along with Matt McKay, who probably ended up the better of the two signings, and he didn't even get to play. Dave, what's yours?
Did we sign Dele Alli on deadline day?
Oh, I'm not sure.
It was, yeah.
In January.
It was, yeah.
Let's go with it, yeah.
Yeah, it was like the day after we got Lampard as manager.
Yeah. So,
and it was it the colour in his hair?
Oh, and his jeans as well. Talk about touchline denim. I know he wasn't on the pitch, but they were bad jeans though.
He'd been trapped in a Turkish sweatshop though, hadn't he, for a year or so. So
do you know what he looked like? Right.
No, he was still at Tottenham then. We sent him out on loan to Turkey, didn't we?
Oh, did we?
Right.
I think so, yeah.
Being fellas of a certain age, do you remember?
I can't remember those days. We're old now, aren't we? So
yeah. Do you remember those jeans you used to get from the market with like spliffy on?
Yeah, that's what they were like.
That's what Dele Alli looked like.
What were the worst?
Did they have a silver chain on them as well?
What were the worst jeans? Aidan McGeady's, Lassina Traore's, or Dele Alli's?
That is a question. I mean, Aidan McGeady's were belters, weren't they?
They were proper Paddy Scott Grady market, $4.99 a pair.
They looked like they had padding on their knees, didn't they?
Yeah.
They were dead weird, yeah.
But Traore's, remember them?
Jeans. Might have been bikers jeans. Maybe Aidan McGeady rode a motorbike. So he did have pads on his knees.
Possibly, yeah. But I mean, the amount of time he spent on them because he couldn't fucking move.
But yeah, I had high hopes for Dele Alli. I was, I'm a bit of a sucker, and I love a redemption story. I thought, this will be good for us, and it'll be good for him. And it was just, what was it, 20 minutes in that Crystal Palace game, and a couple of half decent passes. That was his contribution.
He changed that game, though. He did change that game.
Yeah, but
if that was his only, and that was his only contribution as an Everton player, he's still done more than the likes of Lars Jacobson and
and
Mykolenko.
Well, they've got to think as well. He's one of our best players in the World Cup in 2018.
Yeah,
scored a couple of goals as well, I think, in the tournament. But you just look back at that goal.
He did score against Panama, though, so it doesn't count.
Oh well, I could score against Panama with my dodgy knee as well.
Yeah, if you drink more milk,
definitely.
A few more on this. Tangled Up in Blues, Andy van der Meijden. At least I think he was deadline day. No explanation necessary. Stephen said, pretty sure El Ghazi was deadline day. And the least said about that, the better. Yeah, I agree. El Ghazi, bad footballer. Great fella, though. Absolutely brilliant fella. Right side of history, that man. Chris, when Fat Spanish waiters signed Fat Solomon Rondon in 2021, I will never forget that glorious 3-minute cameo against Brentford before he got sent off and nearly taken off Nico Henry's right leg. Great days.
It was an awful challenge. Awful challenge.
It was so bad. And so weird. And so unnecessary. It was just like, why? It was mad.
It's mad that about Rondon, that is his highest level of acclaim with the Everton fans came after he broke James McCarthy's leg because everyone knew he was upset about it.
Oh, God, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and then after that, then we all hated him. But once he signed for us, because he was shit. But before that, it was like one of those, like, respect, because remember he walked off crying and everything. Yeah.
So. Peter said, our new striker, and he put that with a picture of Mashiri from that weird interview I think he did with Jazz Bal, didn't he?
Yeah.
Where it didn't look like they were in the same room, but apparently they were.
I don't think you were like, that was just mad.
It was weird. It was so odd, wasn't it? But yeah, he was talking up this new striker we were going to get, which I don't think ever materialised.
But did he call him G's? Like he was saying Gene. Remember he said Jim White, Gene.
Oh, team! Oh, like Bane. Dave, it's your question.
Okay.
Have you got it to hand?
Well, I think I remember doing it, and this will have to be my last question, as well. I'm afraid.
Yeah, you got a bail.
I've got a bell. It's like live radio. This you can bring in another guest in a minute. After going to the Everton Heritage Society evening at the Denby Castle last night, I'm now Pat Nevin's best friend.
He's a great guy,
and for years, I was expecting it to be good. I've really enjoyed listening to him for years on the radio. I love listening to football on the radio. Big fan of that, and I think he's the best at what he does, and he does Fighting Talk as well, which is one of my favourite shows, and he's really good on that. So I was expecting it to be good, and it was about 100 times better than I thought it was going to be. He was absolutely brilliant, erudite, witty, articulate. He speaks as well as he played, and he was great. So he's my favourite summariser. They call it on the radio, co-commentator on the telly. So what are other people's favourites? Who are other people's favourites?
John, please.
I think most of them are shite. Nevin's good, but you said that, so the shite. Honestly, most of them, like Carragher, Keane, they all play a pastiche of each other now. Keane is, well, it's just his job, isn't it? You know, for everything. You know, he's just got a 40-yard overhead kick. It's just his job. Carragher, with his high pitch, no one knows what he's saying except for dogs and things like that. But the best out there, and because he does the championship, he'll never get any credit, is Joby McAnuff. Joby McAnuff is really good, really articulate, really says things like what a pundit should be. Everyone now just points out what you already know. Yeah, he got into the box from a deep run. Yeah, I can see that. You know, but McAnuff points out things that you don't normally see. But also, Liam Rosenior was good as well until he left punditry to become a TED Talk, whatever it is they called him. You know, so yeah.
An influencer.
Well, no, he's not an influencer. He's a guru, isn't he? He's like Tom Cruise in that film Magnolia. That's what he thinks he is.
He's a TED Talk with no first touch.
Yeah. TED Talk. So that's it. And David Prutton's not bad as well when he does like the league, the championship and the EFL. Especially when he played for Southampton and he went to chin the referee and he kept chasing him and had to be dragged back. Yeah.
That was mad. That.
Right.
So Prutton and McAnuff, they're about the best. The rest of them, you can sling it up Gary Neville and Carragher and Roy Keane and fucking the other two comedy acts like, you know, what's his name?
Yeah.
Micah Richards and Daniel Sturridge.
Yeah.
You know, they're terrible. Jamie Redknapp.
Mikey Richards used to be all right when he started.
Sky coverage has become a parody now.
And you got Jamie Redknapp. Really nice, but thicker. I mean, any thicker he'd set.
Yeah.
You know.
And if there's anyone who just states the obvious, it's Jamie.
Yeah.
Right?
He scored the goal. He scored the goal.
Dave, do you need to run or can you hear Ian's answer?
No, I can hear Ian's answer, and I hope it's Jimmy Armfield.
I'm going for Sue Smith.
Good shout.
And her twin
That's
as
a
well,
great
Lee
shout.
Hendry. every time they're on the telly, me and Louise will say, "Oh, Lee's on the telly," and it's Sue, or the other way around. But no,
hasn't she got a timeshare with Steve Parish for that hairstyle?
Sue's got better hair, but yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I do. I like that. She's really good.
I like her. Yeah.
That's not just because she's an Evertonian. I mean,
but it's part of it.
The other lass as well, who does BBC.
She's good on the radio as well. That's what I like about her, because she does both. And
Rachel Brown's not bad either.
Yeah, she's good, Ian.
Yeah. I don't go along with what Joey Barton says about women commentators. She's a woman, right? Nope. She likes the football, loves the football. If she's good at her job, do it.
Yeah, don't go along with anything Joey Barton says.
No.
Dave, we shall wish you adieu. Oh, by the way, mine's Andy Hinchcliffe, obviously. Dave, we shall wish you farewell. Thanks for coming on.
See you later, Dave. Take care.
Enjoy the rest of this Friday night.
Take care.
Nice one, mate. And it's just the three of us. The three-man pod is back.
A rose between two thorns, Les.
Oh my God, aren't I just? Right, next up is Europe next. Milan first and the Winter Olympics. Tangled up in blues. What's your favourite Winter Olympic sport, Ian?
I've got to say that the skiing, the slalom skiing, really like that. Getting in, was it like the last one? I think last Olympics coming home from work, just getting in for that. But it's worth a watch. It's worth a watch.
Yeah, good stuff. John?
Is watching it getting ruined by an avalanche a sport? No, not winter sport. It's way too Tory for me.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, no. Maybe ice hockey at a push, but the rest of it, it's all what Sebastian and Petronia and Tarquin and Lydia do. You know,
it's not something you can just get into without money, really.
If you haven't got thousands, if you can only do it when you're paying thousands of pounds, it's not a sport. Go away, get rid of it.
I've got a new Olympic sport for the Winter Olympics.
Drowning them all under the ice.
Snowball
fighting would be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Just get different countries of snowball fights.
And can you put rocks in them?
Oh no, it's got to be snow.
No, I'm not interested then. Just, especially if you're throwing them at Toby and Tarquin and Rupert.
Yeah, I think for me, I always like the sound of Skeleton Bob because it sounds like a baddie off Super Ted more than anything else.
Or a character in a Half Man, Half Biscuit song.
Yeah. Skeleton Bob was definitely a roadie, wasn't he? Worked in a record shop in Birkenhead. Yeah, defo. And one from Chris Leno. Two from Chris actually. Which Winter Olympic event are you winning gold in? Skeleton Bob, just chuck me on a tray and send me down a hill. There you go.
One of them old when the logman used to remember the logman, Les? You used to come back around in the day selling logs in them big plastic bags.
Oh no.
We used to have obviously coal fires and stuff like that. We used to have like the logman that come round every couple of weeks with like bags of logs, and you kept it like you came in like a big plastic fertilizer bag sort of thing. So when we were kids, we used to have this big bank up the road called the Roly Poly Bank, and you just have to get in the bag and just go down the bank and try not to go in the back. Class. So that's another sport. That's another Olympic sport.
Oh, Spelter. No, we didn't have a logman. We had the Pop Man.
Yeah, the Pop
Video Man.
Yeah.
We had a woman who sold knockoff gear, which I didn't realise until I was a lot older that this woman was a shoplifter and she just come round selling I thought she just come round selling like shampoo and like stuff like that. But never questioned where she got it. Then years later, the penny drops like, okay. John, what are you winning gold in?
Cause of the avalanche that kills all the Tarquins and Ruperts and Hectors.
The snowball from your avalanche finishes first on the slalom.
Yeah, just I would ban the Winter Olympics just because it's in Americans it's full of chads and things like that. When you see the American skateboarders,
it'd be chatty as fuck.
Yeah, just get rid of it.
Yeah.
It's not a real sport. None of it's real sport. Ice hockey is the only real sport there. And we only watch the ski jump. We only watch the skiing for them so that they get injured. No one watches it for enjoyment. Because let's face it. No one knows the rules of it. What, are you sliding through the gates or going around the flags? I don't understand. I just want to see you fall and hurt yourself.
Back in the day, I used to love going to the ice hockey. There used to be a really big ice hockey team called the Durham Wasps. Don't know whether you heard of the Durham Wasps before. They won like everything basically, like the league, on all the cups and stuff like that. And my mates got us into it, so we used to go on a Sunday night and go and watch the Durham. Brilliant, had some great nights out watching the ice hockey. I'm
only saying the ice hockey because of the ice hockey, the EA Sports ice hockey game from the 90s on the Mega Drive. That's the reason I
had that as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to watch it any other way.
Second part of Chris's question: who's in your Blue Room bobsleigh team?
Not me, because I wouldn't fit in it. So,
well, apparently, I was looking up this on a bobsleigh team. So let's say it's a 4-man bobsleigh team. Apparently, bobsledders are usually like over 6'2" and over like £200 or whatever. Well,
So that's I'm definitely the weight side of it, but not the height.
Well, the height thing rules me out completely.
Yeah. Who's tall?
Dave's big.
Dave Downey.
Matt Fluff's big as well.
Yeah, Matt Flusk is, yeah.
So yeah, Dave doesn't seem tall, but is.
Dave Downey.
Yeah.
It's yeah. I always thought he was tall.
So yeah, so Dave and
Matt's
Matt,
quite tall. Yeah.
I'd put Matt in it.
And Matt Jones.
You, Les, Matt. I'm putting John in it.
No, don't put me in it. No.
John's
It wouldn't get moving.
We'll put you.
Who's going to push you?
So if we've got if we've got Dave, Matt Flusk, Matt Jones pushing, you probably want me or Warren steering it.
Yeah.
You don't want me steering it, so we'll stick Warren in the front of it.
Stick Warren in, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sound. What a team.
I'll be like John Candy in Cool Runnings. I don't mean I'll die of a heart attack the year after.
I don't want to go there. Right, staying in Europe, Alex has asked if we qualified for the Europa League. Right, this is one of the reasons I've not done the ticket, because I went into a rabbit hole with this. If we qualified for the Europa League, who's the top 3 teams you would want to play away, considering away day trip, quality of team, etc. So, obviously, I reckon we go for the Europa Conference, because that's probably the most likely one going to qualify for. Anyone got any thoughts on who they'd like to play in this one?
Yeah, definitely. Sparta Prague, just because Prague's a great city. So you want them as your first away game.
Yeah.
Then Bayern Munich as your first away game, because that could be around about October, and you're there for Oktoberfest.
Nice.
Yeah. Sparta Prague, because it's a great city. And then for your December game, FC Santa Claus in Finland. They play in a town called Rovaniemi, which is really close to Lapland. So you'll be able to have a boss time there as well.
I like the sound of that. Yeah, that's decent. Ian?
Going somewhere warm. I'd somewhere in some Spanish team.
Rayo Vallecano were in the Conference League.
Somewhere like that. Dortmund. I'd like to go to Dortmund just to see what that's like, that big yellow wall and stuff like that.
It's big yellow.
Big yellow.
And they played that song, so I'm out.
Do they?
Yeah.
You'll never walk alone.
Did they do that?
Oh my God! Let's
because of the yellow wall.
Let's not go any further. But I know what you mean.
I said yellow never walk alone.
I know that's what you said, but got me thinking all kinds of things.
This was just a direct reference to Dortmund.
Oh, yeah, of course. It was. John, Ian, go on, Ian.
I've got one more. So I would go, because I've been there before. I'd go back to Lille, because it was drinking in that square and stuff like that. It was good there.
Fair enough.
Apart from the violence that we missed, but you know.
I picked 3 conference teams from the season. Brøndby, nice trip to Denmark. That'll be a good one for like summertime, sort of early Europa Conference. Shamrock Rovers, because I think it'd just be one of those mad away days where everyone went to. It would be like Lille, where everyone was there.
Yeah.
And I was looking at like Polish teams and Eastern European teams for around Decemberish time, and I thought Ruch Chorzów, because they're from Poland, and I quite like the name. And you want weird teams, don't you? I don't want PSG or Real Madrid.
No.
Shite. No chance.
And their fans are all knobheads as well.
There you go. Similar theme. Rob has asked, what's the coldest you've ever been at a match? It's Alkmaar away for me, December 2007, I think. Baltic. Ian?
Me and my mate Matthew went down to Wigan. It was Jelovic's debut, so we got the train from Newcastle, went to Liverpool first, and then went from Liverpool to Wigan. So I've just gone down in my black Harrington jacket, thinking, the sun was out. I thought, it's not that cold. So by the time we got to Liverpool and it started to sleet, I had to end up buying a coat. I bought a hat, and Matthew had to give us some gloves. So we were stood just to the side of the goal. It was freezing. There was water in our seats, wet like the slush, so we couldn't sit down. And for the whole of the first half, I just stood there like that, freezing. And what they did was, on the way out, they wouldn't let us out the way we came in. So we had to walk over this football field to get out.
Oh, what?
And a couple of weeks beforehand, there'd been some bother with some Newcastle fans who like ran on the pitch when the kids were playing football before they play Wigan. So we had to walk over this football field. Feet were already soaking anyway. We went back Manchester way. We had to jump on an earlier train, and I remember I think I had 2 cans on the way down on the train, and that's all I had all day. And I was just so cold, just Baltic.
What did you have on your feet? You weren't wearing suede Adidas or anything, were you?
Yeah.
He was. Didn't wear them again.
That was it. On that though, how weird is the walk from Wigan train station to the ground?
Oh, definitely.
That's nuts.
For some reason, they wouldn't let us come out with the Wigan fans. They said, "Oh no, you've got to go out this way." And like I said, just guide us to this football.
It's like, do you know when they stop people from going to Sentinel Island in case you pollute their primitive ways? That's what it is. It is for preservation of their primitive lifestyle.
It's fair enough.
Doesn't Dave live in Wigan?
No,
you might be watching. I mean, I can laugh at this because I'm from Birkenhead, so you know it's all the same to me. So
yeah.
My memories of the Wigan goal was, I think Tim Howard just let it go over his hands. I don't know whether it was a Phil Neville own goal, but he went to catch it. It just went over his
sound like Paul Popper's on this.
Honestly, it was just ridiculous. And then Anichibi scored the equaliser.
do you know what I was thinking then? It wasn't the one where he threw it in, but that was Blackburn away, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Where he caught it and lashed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He needs looking after match fixing, that fella.
Needs looking after something.
Definitely. John, coldest you been?
Oldham away in July in the middle of a heat wave. No, we played them we played them in December '91. I think we drew 1-2. I think Pat Nevin scored the equaliser in the last couple of minutes. And oh my word, it was dry, but oh my God, that's the coldest I've ever been in a football match.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is freezing up there, isn't it?
Yeah. It was Baltic.
Right, here's the one we've all been waiting for. It's the Peter Mandelson question. The Denby have asked, which football team do you I mean, it's an obvious answer. Which football team do you think Peter Mandelson would manage? And would his now famous pants? John, go ahead.
I'm not going to go with the obvious one because it's too obvious, isn't it?
It is, but it's the right answer.
I'm going to go with Liverpool. No, do you know what? He reminds me of someone who'd be involved with Manchester United. Do you know just that kind of fucking... Yeah, like that. Do you know, like Martin Edwards was allegedly a little bit suspect, remember?
Yeah.
Some stuff come out about him. He's that kind of person, isn't he? He's dodgy dealings, dodgy lifestyle. You know, he's corrupt as hell. Sue me, Peter, and I'll win me money back later. You know, so yeah, Man U, he just speaks of Man United. I mean, obviously speaks of the Red Shite as well, but I think he's more Man U than Liverpool.
To shout that, and aside from the obvious, I thought Aston Villa in that weird Alistair Campbell, Prince William kind of way.
Cabal.
Yeah, where they sort of like these people weirdly support Aston Villa. I could see that.
I think many people had Prince William pegged as an Aston Villa fan, didn't they?
I think you're right, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting off now. I'm leaving.
There's only one club for me, and that's Newcastle.
Fair enough, that's a shout.
Because they've taken the Saudis on, so they've got no class, so they'll take anything on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're nothing, man.
I mean, it's not even the worst. The Saudis aren't even the worst thing they've ever took on. Anthony took Anthony Gordon on.
That's true. I love the way you hate
you, mate. We'll take you.
See, Ian, I love the way you do a different Northeast accent for them. It's great.
But it is. It's completely different from his accent.
But it's so good. He just does like a proper Biff accent for it.
Don't worry, Ian. I noticed the difference.
Thanks, mate.
Ian's is more Lilton, less annoying. Newcastle one sounds like a car alarm going off.
That's fair. That is fair. Yeah. I stand corrected. Steve had a picture of Mandelson in a Liverpool kit with short. I thought the kit would be, and I put this on Twitter before, that picture of Mike Hooper after Kevin Sheedy's just scored.
Yeah.
And then he stood there pulling his shorts right.
With emphasis on the hoop.
Yeah, right up his hoop, yeah.
He's trying to get him over his head, isn't he?
What's that? Yeah.
Trying to get him over his head.
Hook him on his ears. Right, next up. Okay, Stu. This is based on the fact that the game last week, Liverpool players all walked in Tommy Hilfiger clothes, but they all chose a different outfit. So Stu's asked, what's the worst pre-match rig out the team has ever worn, and why is it always them? Just before we go into this, City have had some rough matching D-squared clobber over the years, which they've all worn like a uniform. I remember even Brian Kidd wore it once
when they dressed as Dexy's Midnight Runners.
Yeah, it was bad, but I think Liverpool probably took it just because they all picked different outfits, and it was very much a reflection of each one's personality.
Yeah, well, I mean, I did see it, and they all look like twats. So that's
I think my favourite one had to be Curtis Jones.
Curtis Jones. Did he have the red coat on?
Man. Fuck me, it was amazing.
Who had the red coat on? The red like anorak type thing.
Oh, who was that?
He looked like the girl off Don't Look Now with Donald Sutherland and Julie Christie. The monster, the ghost thing.
Turn round and stab someone. Yeah. Oh god, yeah. But it was the way Curtis Jones was like some punter from Ronnie Scott's coming in, stroking his chin, listening to jazz. It was quite.
Sobersley in his white jeans.
Walks in like nice.
Cosplaying as he did. Sobersley cosplaying as a Hungarian Don Johnson.
Oh, Van Dijk had a bad pair of shoes on with a bad pair of denims as well.
Yeah, but look at it. I mean, that's just top to toe, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ponytail, the worst ponytail in history.
Did he have a bright red Louis Vuitton bag as well?
He did, yeah.
Oh, dreadful.
That's why, do you know who I like? Kieran Tierney. Have you ever seen him when he was walking in?
No.
They've all got the 400, 500 quid bags. He had a Tesco bag.
Oh, yeah. Did he mail and roll at a Morrison's one, didn't he? He had a Morrison's tote bag earlier.
He had a shopper. He had a shopper, which is a little bit more class, because...
Oh, God, I love it.
He's a bit of a hipster, isn't he, Malin?
Yeah. I love a tote bag.
Do you know what mine is? What mine is? It's getting a little bit away from the teams coming in. It's when Liverpool wore them Suarez shirts.
Oh, God, yeah.
Pre-match rig out, it works.
Yeah, I think he played Wigan away that game. And I think it was a Carragher told him to get T-shirts printed in, or he's come out and said, we got it wrong, sort of thing. But he's
come out and said he was a bit against it. But at the time, it was reported that he was the one who organised it.
Yeah.
That sounds very Carragher, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Also on that, then you got to look no further than Big Red's 1996 Cup final.
Oh yeah,
Jesus
Christ! Ice cream salesman convention.
It was, wasn't it? Fucking Mr. Whippy FC, dreadful. Yeah, awful. So yeah,
and you've got to win that game if you dress like that.
Oh god, yeah, you've got to. 100%.
Yeah,
it's like turning up in Sunday League in a pair of white footy boots. You've got to be good because you're gonna get the shit kicked out, but you've got to be good. Yeah. And thankfully they weren't. So Stu, it's definitely the Reds, and why? Because it's the Reds.
Because it's the Reds.
Speaking of the Reds, it's your question.
What's the pettiest thing you've ever done to be anti-Liverpool? So, for example, for me, when I was in W.H. Smith's when I was a kid, I used to put all their magazines and anything with them on the front up on the pawn shelves. So whoever had to buy them had to reach up to the top shelf to get them.
In the Football 85 sticker album, I put them all in upside down.
Class.
That's fair enough, yeah. That's acceptable. That's not even petty.
I think it's reasonable.
Yeah.
I also I can't help but flick the V's at if you see one of them on a poster or anything, just it's like a Pavlovian reaction, just bang.
Yeah,
every time. Ian,
I put the Everton calendar in front of the Liverpool calendar in the calendar club at the galleries. and if there's no Everton calendar, I was they've sold out again.
It's all about the small victories, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what
Someone
I
I know, someone very close to me who doesn't want to be named for this podcast. Do you know they're looking to expand the COP, and they're going to try and get Oakfield Road, Waltonbreck Road. Sorry, they're going to try and get Waltonbreck Road because they took Anfield Road. Remember, they said that they were just going to have a bridge through a tunnel through it.
Yeah,
and now it's completely closed off. They're trying to do the same for Waltonbreck. So this person who's very, very close to me uses Waltonbreck now as much as they can, even if they have to go out the way a little bit, just so that it shows up on if they're doing any kind of traffic sensors.
Do you know what? It all helps, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It all does.
So if anyone's watching, use Waltonbreck because you don't want them bastards taking another road.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Don't drink Carlsberg. Don't buy candy washing machines. And certainly
Still candy for me, yeah.
Don't paint the house in crown paint.
No crown paint. No chance.
And don't use corrupt banking institution Standard Chartered.
Yeah.
And if anyone's watching from Standard Chartered, sue me because you were found guilty of laundering drug money and terrorism money.
It's true. It is true.
Oh, and don't buy Hitachi telly either.
Oh yeah, fuck it.
That one's for the kids.
Yeah, but if you don't just know all the products linked with them are shit. Genuinely, I'm not just saying it. You know, Carlsberg. I wouldn't drink Carlsberg if I was dying of thirst and it was the last drink on earth.
Yeah,
and that's not because it sponsored them. It's because it's a vile beer.
I think the thing is though, like when they did sponsor them, it was incredibly cheap. We're talking £1 a pint.
Yeah. But I still wouldn't drink it. Still never drank it.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't.
I'd rather pay £7 a pint than drink that for £1.
Yeah,
and that's without them. That's without them sponsoring Liverpool.
Everyone else is on £1 a pint, and I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna get that. I'll spend £2.50 on a pint instead of something else.
And I'll lord it over you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Who's the real winner? Oh, it's definitely me.
Carlsberg's one of those drinks that tastes better on the way out.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Yeah.
Dave has asked if you have to choose one of the worst players that you think has ever played for the club and are forced to play them every game, who would it be? I'm conflicted on this. Do you want to run someone into the ground just because they're shit, or do you want to play someone who was shit but not that shit? I don't know. Ian, what have you got?
I would just play Brett Angel till he scored over 5 goals and just keep playing him and playing him.
There's not enough years left in the universe.
And also, he's never going to beat that goal he scored, is he?
No.
So
yesterday was the 32nd anniversary of that.
Was it?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
The 5th of February, 1994.
Yeah. You're so old. Wow. That's crazy. If anyone hasn't seen that, by the way, all you kids that listen, go on YouTube and just put Brett Angel, goal, Everton, Chelsea.
There's only one, so you haven't got to select.
You don't have to look at that.
It's a screamer. It is. It's an absolute. You will be shocked that it's not been on any of the best Premier League goals for years places because it's such a good goal. One
of our top Premier League goals.
I think so, 100%.
Because there was talk of us getting Dion Dublin, wasn't it? He was getting linked, and
that was allegedly one of the reasons Kendall left, wasn't it? Because
it was, yeah. I've heard him talk. He's done it on a sportsman's dinner one day. He said so. They had a deal agreed with him. Had a deal agreed with United, and they pulled it.
Well, that was the mad thing as well, because at the time we were crying out for a big striker, weren't we? Because for years we'd had just small strikers, and then obviously that's when we turned to the likes of Brett Angel. But yeah, he would have made such a difference. But we would have finished maybe.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. We've got all wistful now for Brett Angel.
Got all wistful there.
Yeah.
To be fair, Brett Angel's best performances in an Everton shirt were when he was in that Masters game when he was brilliant.
I haven't seen him. Maybe talking about that.
Yeah, he was brilliant. Honestly, genuinely the best player we had there.
Right.
Do you want my answer?
Go ahead.
Lars Jakobsen.
Oh, yeah.
Because that means we'll have signed a fucking right back.
Do you know what? By the same rationale, I'll throw Peter Dane in there as well. Then.
Yeah. We don't have much luck with our Danish players. We only Gravesen,
Yeah.
The rest of them, Klaus Thompson, the Stephen Morrow of Everton, who dislocated his shoulder celebrating a goal.
I was telling Joe about that the other day. It's just an incredible story, isn't it? The only thing he ever did.
Yeah.
I mean, and it was a great achievement to score a winner in a cup final, but to fall off Tony Adams' shoulders. Did he really lose his arm?
He did, yeah. He had what he didn't realise is because he wanted to hang around for the celebration, but when he fractured it, the fracture had nicked the artery and the nerve, so it was occluding it. So the blood flow wasn't getting through, yeah. Jesus. So it wasn't until he got him to the hospital and he realised that they had to do a quick procedure in the A&E to relieve the pressure.
It's like 1 minute you saw him celebrating, next thing you say you like got oxygen on and stuff like that, wasn't it? Yeah.
So, but there's a lesson there for all the parents: don't let your kids ride on donkeys.
We had a couple of answers in for this. Bobby D said, little talked about for fee and astronomical wages under the radar, Theo Walcott. Woodsy said, Mick Almadar, I agree. I will play that Hank every day of the week. Just because he just look incredible up front. Ian said Brett Angel or Klaus Thompson, and Tony said Dennis Strachan-Lacey. Shout out to David Burrows just to run him into the ground and kill him off.
Yeah.
Gary.
Or you could just give him a slow puncture.
Yeah, I'll do that.
He'd be the one you just make warm up, wouldn't you? Like, go and get yourself warmed up. And then
and then set fire to
him. Speaking of bad purchases, Gary,
I've got the David Burrows picture up. Can you? I don't know if you can see it. I don't know where it is.
The camera went off ages ago.
Does it?
Oh, I thought you knew.
No.
Oh yeah, you just been a black screen the whole time.
Oh, fair enough.
No, I thought you knew because you went out. You went off.
I didn't.
And then you came back on. Yeah, I had to. So I thought your signal was bad, so you turned your camera off.
No, I'm like right above. I don't know what's going on there.
Oh, right. Well, sorry about that. Yeah,
oh well.
I didn't mention it for continuity purposes, but there we go.
Is that working? You can see the back of the room now.
I can't see. It looks like a quilt cover.
It is, yeah.
There he is.
There he is, lad. There he is.
Fuck. Have you got the David Burrows picture?
You can't really see it. It's porno by Irvin Welsh, the cover of the book.
You know what? All you could see was porno there, and I was getting bad Dave Downey.
No, it's a book. Don't worry.
Yeah, I know the cover you mean. We'll move on. Gary, ever going to buy something worthwhile and then have a change of heart? Don't know where this question's come from, but yeah. John?
Well, I've done the opposite and I've bought an Everton season ticket. But I don't know. I've never really... That's a bit of a strange question. Sorry, Gary, because I've no idea what it even means.
Just if you've gone to like things, you know what, I'll get that, and then gone, oh no, I don't want it. A bit like Palace did.
Oh, it's the Dwight McNeil reference. Sorry, yeah.
Dwight McNeil question, yeah.
But he's not worthwhile. I'm sorry. I know we're all trying to defend him because of his mental health and all that. But I'm sorry. I'm judging him as a footballer and he's shit.
This is the floor.
Really nice lad, and I support him as a person. And I know he's been through a tough time, but I'm sorry. That running back against Leeds last week, there's not in any way is that defensible.
I said this to Dave on Thursday because we were talking about it, and it wasn't just the running back; it was the fact that he was hiding all game.
Yeah,
he was hiding behind opposition players, and it's like, do you know what?
If you're not fit to play, don't play.
Yeah, we've all had shit games, but you can't do that.
Speak for yourself.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't know. You didn't see the end of any of your games, did you?
No, that's what I mean. It's like I was great for them 3 minutes of every game.
It's like what you said about Diblin as well, Les, in the Sunderland game. He just hit.
Just hit. And you just can't do that, can you? So long as you're on the pitch, you've just got to put everything behind. I know it's difficult if your head's mashed, but anyway, let's not pull up that thread. Ian?
No.
It's probably and I ended up buying it anyway. It's probably the fourth shirt, because when I saw it, we were going down on the bus to the Sunderland game, and I thought, because you know what I'm like buying Everton shirts and stuff like that. And then I got it home, and I thought, it's going to have steak on it or whatever, and till the end of the season, and then they're going to change. And then Louise says, "Look, you bought it now. I bet you at the end of the season, when they're not selling anymore, you'll want it." I thought, you're right, I'll keep it.
yeah, you will, yeah. And
the new sponsor's Stike.com, isn't it? It's in a shop above a chippy on the Isle of Man.
Is it based in the Midlands? Stike.
Isle of Man.
I think mine for this is basically when I'm bevied, I always inevitably end up doing like some online shopping and see loads of stuff that I like. But I need to wait until I'm sober, and then I realise I can't afford it. So I'm glad I've not bought it. That's kind of what I do. Stephen with a... I've got 2 more left. God, we've done 104, blimey. Stephen with quite a philosophical question. What blows your mind when you stop to think about it? His is gravity, a force that has essentially pushed us down to the ground, and if it was little more or less, life would be totally different. Ian?
What blows your mind when you think about it? When you stop and think about it? Mikalenko's a left back.
That's clearly the right answer, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
John, any advance on Great Ormond Street?
Steve Parrish's hit. No, can I be real and not like give a...
Yeah, go for
it. The fact that every one of us contains cells that belong, that have been in people like Julius Caesar, Cleopatra, coming at you, that kind of thing. You know, and then when you die, you break down into your constituent atoms, and then you go and become part of different things, not necessarily life or humans. You could become part of a piece of wood that becomes a chair in the future. I just find that mind-blowing that there's only a finite amount of matter in the universe, and it just gets recycled.
Yeah, we're all made from stardust.
Yeah, but don't tell Moby, because he'll write another song about it. The little bald prick.
That is actually an Ian Brown song, though.
Yeah.
But I won't pull it after John either.
Yeah, because we'll need a backing tape.
I love that gig. Honestly, I went to see it at Montfort Hall. It was fucking incredible. It was brilliant. Mine's Big Ships. I just think they're mad. Basically.
Chips?
Like, ships. Big ships.
Oh, I thought you said chips.
No, not well.
You go to Chippy and you get like...
You go to Chippy, you get a massive chip. That's also a bit mad.
I was...
Yeah, I was talking about like that. But yeah, big ships. Just
like them big ships that you go to Amsterdam on, and you think they've got all them rooms on and stuff like that, and bars.
Yeah,
you think it's on water.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And still turns quicker than Michael Keane, unless he's in the opposition box.
Yeah, when he turns into Van Basten.
Hey, best finisher in the club.
Honestly, so when it was, I was looking at last season's Fulham game. For the gift for this one, put Mikalenko's goal in just because it was Mikalenko scoring. But Michael Keane ghosting in at the back post to head the I think it was the second, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Better got the third. Great header. And then he clattered into Leno as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think ended up on top. It was just a great goal in every aspect.
Did you see that game last season? Did you see that? Did you do that blind ranking thing?
Oh no, what's that?
Where they get given goalkeepers and you got to say, not knowing who's coming next, you got to go, number 7, number 4, number 5.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They did Bernd Leno, and he gave Pickford, and he kept laughing at Pickford.
He did.
And laughing,
really?
And laughing. And then he said, at the end, he went, well, can I not get rid of Pickford and put myself in? Because basically saying he's shit.
Mm.
And then, then the woman who was doing the off-camera stuff went, oh, you think you're better than him? And he went, as if to say, yeah, miles better. And then that game, he turned into like the Invisible Man, didn't he? You know, the ball went right through him. Yeah, with his poppers on wrist. So that was, so if you're watching it, Bernd Leno,
you're
shit. You're absolutely shit. I'm a better keeper than you.
He's more Bernd Leno, isn't
he? We was that time.
Yeah. Oh, is he still there then?
Yeah, he's still there. Yeah, he's shite as well. And I don't care if he has a worldie tomorrow. You're still shite.
Didn't he have a worldie against us in that opening day when he beat us 1-0?
Yeah. But
he should have given away a penalty, shouldn't he?
Yeah. He also, remember that Arsenal game when we beat them at the Emirates for the first time? No, the Emirates one when Richarlison scored and went through his legs. Yeah. So, Bernd, if you're watching this again, outside of Alisson, who's the most overrated keeper in the world, by the way.
Yeah.
You're my most hated keeper. I hate you more than Mark Bosnich if you watch him.
I'll go along with that.
Yeah. And even more than Paul Gerrard.
Ooh, got a big claim. we'll leave that one hanging there and finish on this from Tommy. Stamp 80. This is going back to the golden age of Twitter. Stamp 1878 or Vincenzo Grappa. What's your favourite wind-up? The Mourinho Spurs Super League by Vincenzo Grappa for me. John?
You see, for a long time, I thought they were one and the same.
They're not.
I know, but for a long time. And I think they're kind of like a symbiotic relationship. You can't have one without the other. So, Stamp was the classic. He was like your Lenny Bruce. And now Vincenzo Grappa's like your top of the range comedian now, So I can't pick between them. Stamp with his, what was it called? The Everton Jogging Men. And,
Jogging Men, yeah.
And is going on about after Rafael Benitez, every game he lost, his wife knew it was a bad night when he asked her to bring out Old Grey, his favourite jogging bottoms, so he could binge eat. But then you've got Vincenzo with his, his 550, and he absolutely reels everybody in. He's got
amazing.
He's got like proper journalists asking about him, and he's just. And then when he gets to, can I ask you a question? It's just, it's just the pièce de résistance, as they say. He's just
the chef.
Yeah. So I can't pick between them. They are both absolutely fantastic, hilarious.
Yeah, correct. Ian?
I'm going best wind up in football has to be the was it Southampton when they thought they'd sign George Weah's cousin or something like that?
Ali Dia.
Yeah. How he came on and after 30 minutes, he's shite, mind. Who's this?
And it was Souness as well, even better.
Yeah.
Made it even better.
The sour-faced prick.
I think for me, my favourite Stamp one was probably the Dale Fayu one, where he said the Everton deal was off because they thought they'd put the decimal place in the wrong spot. So Everton thought they were paying 2 million, but it was actually 20 million. So they called the deal off, and that was one of those ones where Jano got involved.
Do you remember? The Stamp when remember Dave Kirby, the Liverpool poet? Do you remember him?
God, yeah.
Do you remember when he done that petition, the government.org one? It was a petition to let Dave Kirby's imaginary friends outside the window in the pub. It was just honestly, yeah,
so good. Yeah.
We're lucky to have had two of them as Everton fans.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Or Richie is the bus driver.
Oh, yeah, Richard Arlison.
That was good. The fact that he retweeted it, yeah. He went with it was amazing. We'll finish on this then. So Vinny Grappa is seen as a wind-up merchant, but his stuff generally comes true. So I think he's actually just got his finger on the pulse. That's all it is.
Yeah. Or he's like the weaver of worlds, where he makes things happen.
Yeah, I'm going with that.
Yeah.
So he did get in touch and he said Stamp's Jogging Boys were his favourite.
Yeah.
And he also enjoyed Away the Persons in the Northeast.
Away man!
Remember that?
Away the Persons, it was so good.
They all fell for it, remember?
Proper had them on strings, it was amazing. Right, that has been it for this week's mailbag. I mean, you can't even search back for Stamp's tweets because Twitter's so shit now. And it's so bad. But anyone who wasn't there, take our word for it. It was and
his stuff on When Skies Are Grey was gold as well.
Yeah.
Just he'd stop an argument with people with just some cut and remark. And no one would dare argue with him, would they, remember?
Oh, it's not worth it.
No, because he just rinse you.
Yeah, absolutely not. Don't even get involved.
Yeah.
That has been it for this week's mailbag. Thanks to John, thanks to Ian, thanks to Dave.
Partially,
yeah. You did half a shit. It was good to turn up. I appreciate it.
Les, this is 2 weeks running. We've done 1 hour 14 with 3 people.
It is, yeah. Because we've had so many quality questions and many quality guests. That's what it is. That's
why who else has been on? Are you running some kind of shadow mailbag here?
Yeah, when I said you weren't on it, you're not on it. That's what it is. So yeah, that's been it for this week's mailbag. We will catch you next time.